I'm so tired.
Yeah, man. We need some excitement.
Man. Guys, it's time for Superhero High.
Oh my!
Oh, man.
Yeah! Man, this teacher is never showing up on time.
Bro, he's never here. Like, I mean, we never get nothing done.
No, we never have anything to do. This is stupid.
You guys, please chill out.
Oh, I'm so cold, I just need to
Come on.
lift things and warm up.
I gotta warm up, man.
Oh, my laser vision says he's coming in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to art class. If you are late, it'll be a 1-letter grade deduction on your grade. Attendance. Clark.
Here.
Freeze. Freeze. Dr. Freeze.
Yes, I'm here.
Flash. Today, we're going to be talking about the subjective experience that is art. We'll be looking at this painting by Vincent van Gogh called Starry Night. All art should be a personal experience. We should look at it and it will be different for every one of us. Good art should also tell a story through its technique, its themes, and its content. So here you can see the technique of the blurred brushstrokes. It kind of shows some motion. So you can see the city and it's a story about all the motion and hustle and bustle. Good art should also convey emotion. Dr. Freeze,
Yes,
what
Professor.
are you doing?
Well, I was just reading my graphic novel.
Oh, is this graphic novels class or art class?
Well, I mean, it's art class, but you could consider graphic novels as kind of a mix between art and literature.
Oh, is that so?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're reading it, I mean, you can tell that there's emotion, you know, in the pictures themselves, like you were explaining, you know, with this piece. Just like there is emotion and movement in there, there's emotion and movement in the artwork in this. It also tells a story, just like the art that you were explaining, and it is it's you know, personal subjective experience. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
All right, well, if you want to teach the class, teach the class.
Fine, leave.
You're now about to join our student superheroes on the way to English class.
Man, ain't nobody got time for stairs.
Absolutely not.
I can fly. Why should I take the stairs?
Yeah, I got you. How's your weekend?
It wasn't bad. Flew across the earth a couple times. Besides that, a little boring. You?
That's good. I took a break from Saving the World to read Richard Wright's Native Son.
Oh, really?
What did you think about it?
I don't know. Like, it was cool. Had a lot of blood, gore, fire, but honestly, it wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was too violent. I didn't think it was an accurate portrayal of the African American and American society. What do you think?
I mean, as an African-American superhero, I gotta love this. Richard Wright did a great job of showing how African-Americans were treated. You watch today's cartoons and graphic novels, and you never see a superhero, even an African-American superhero, in it at all. Most of the time, we're not in it, or we're dying early in the story. So for Richard Wright to show how the dominant white society was treating African-Americans, it just hit me because that's exactly what I'm living life today. Even if, like, things today, like in the story on page, what was it, 192, where you see Richard Wright shows how the lawyer gave Victor Thomas the cross, and then he looks out the prison and sees the cross on fire by KKK. Things like that just shows that African Americans have no hope. And that's sometimes how I feel. So I think Richard Wright did a very good job.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I just didn't really connect with this text.
I wonder what the teacher thinks.
I haven't really connected with most of the text this semester so far, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go in.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hi guys, I'm gonna call out your name, and if you're here, just say here. Flash.
He wants you to say here.
Flash.
Just say here. Here.
Time guy.
I'm here.
And Kent.
I am here.
All right, Kent. Anyway, let's start with our discussion on Native Son today. What do you guys think of the story?
I thought it was very good. I think the author did a great job at depicting how African Americans were treated. I don't know, like these guys.
I don't know. We were talking about it a little bit before class,
Uh-huh.
and it was hard for me to pick up on some of the symbolism and some of the deeper things. It seemed like a decent story, but I just don't know.
Ken, you had something to say?
Unfortunately, I tend to agree with him. I really just found it a violent book that I wasn't a big fan of. I didn't really connect with the book or like really read into it. I
Okay.
don't know.
I think I might have something for you guys. Do you have something to say, Time guy?
Yeah, Clark Kent agreed with me.
Okay,
Time guy.
anyway, what do you guys think about reading some graphic novels? For a change of pace, you know, I can see you guys are kind of starting to get kind of a little
Yeah.
angsty.
Isn't
What's
a
up, bud?
graphic novel just a grown-up comic book?
In a sense, yeah, it can be. So the way that it developed is, you know, as comic strips became comic books eventually developed into graphic novels, where you get larger kind of novel-like themes of like a beginning and an end, or, you know, character development and stuff like that.
So, how does this relate to the course in literature?
Well, it is literature. I'll get to you in a second, Time guy. It's just like literature. You know, it has pictures. You'll read it, and then you'll look at some of the pictures that go along with it, and hopefully that might be able to answer some of your guys' questions if you're not getting the full read of some of the other novels that we've been reading. You have something to say?
But is this like real literature? Like, is there going to be plot developments and subplots and like symbolism and anecdotes and just a beginning and like a good conclusion and character development and all that stuff that we love in this class?
It's going to have everything that you guys are regularly used to seeing in a regular novel, but you guys are going to have some pictures, right? You guys are going to have
There's
something to
even
look at.
more.
And like I said, maybe it might help you guys develop a way in which you can read this first, and then we can jump into some of the harder novels, and really that way you guys will be able to see what I'm expecting of you in class. Okay?
So it's sort of like practice, like a good way to learn to pick out some of these things we've been talking about all semester?
It's a great way to learn. It's a great way to learn because, you know, some kids with disabilities, in order to be taught first to read real books, they're given graphic novels or sometimes even comic books to start if they really need some help, to kind of help teach them some of the basics.
So I understand that it can be a good tool to teach like not as smart kids how to read a book. But are you saying that this could be a real adult academic thing that we can put in the American literature canon?
You know, I think if you try it, I think you'll really love it, and I think you will think that it is a hard read, and that there is a lot behind some of these books. What is it, Clark?
It's time to go. Can we leave now?
Sure, Clark. Go ahead and go. I know you got a lot of saving the world stuff to do.
Wow, I really like this graphic novel. It's just so easy to understand and connect with the characters and the storyline. And this whole semester in literature, I haven't really been able to connect with all the emotion and all the subtleties of just text. When you combine the text with the graphics, oh, it's awesome.
Dear Diary, I really thought that this book was stupid. I mean, comic books are for nerds. But then when we started learning this stuff, it actually is kind of cool. It's like all the old books that we've read, but it's different because it's got pictures of everything. I really like it. I'm going to keep reading. Bye, diary.
Oh, no. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey, have you read that comic yet?
Yeah, man, I'm actually reading it right now, actually. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah? What do you think about it?
I mean, it's kind of similar to what we've been reading. A lot of the stuff behind the scenes, if you really think about it, a lot of the stuff they're showing is kind of similar to what we've been reading. They talk a lot about race, masculinity, feminism. I think a lot of this stuff is pretty cool. It relates to what the professor's been teaching so far.
Yeah, I liked it. It was the first time in the class that I really connected with those deeper themes that you guys always talk about in class. It was easier to see them, and it connected with me a whole lot more. It really resonated with me.
Yeah, man, I like the pictures show a lot. I like how the pictures stick out because, like in regular novels, although we don't get to see pictures and get the bigger theme, these just express more in general what's going on.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a lot easier. It's cool what they can convey in the background. They can convey, like, it's just a loud scene, or it's quiet, or it's really warm, just by using different graphic subtleties. And so more of the emotion, it's sort of like when you're texting somebody, some of like sarcasm can get missed, and it's a lot easier to pick up on that in this. So I really liked it.
Yeah, bro, I wonder what the rest of the class said, man. I guess we'll have to just figure it out in class tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in class.
All right, bro.
Matching t-shirts tomorrow?
Hey, bet.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Man, you gotta stop teleporting us before you tell us. Let's go to English, man. Let's go to English.
Morning, class. How'd you guys like the read?
I
Oh,
loved
it was
oh,
awesome.
Boy.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
it was sweet.
Oh, boy.
I didn't like it. I felt we could have stuck to regular novels. Well, they was the same thing. They talked about the same thing. They all have the same plot. I don't know the difference.
Do you guys have a comment?
Did you even read this?
I mean, yeah, it has all of those same literature values, which is exactly why it should be included. You see, it has those core themes, but it has all of this visual stimulation that you get to see while you're reading the book that the normal novels just can't offer.
Andre, you want to say something?
Yeah, but there's so much more, too. Because, I don't know, I can't count a lot, but there's not that many words on a page. So the author has to be really deliberate in what he says. He chooses his words, and he has to go with them. Plus, he chooses every detail about the image. So, like the shirt the guy's wearing, the time of day it is, the sky. So even, like in a normal novel, where the dialogue would just be going back and forth, you have to have the dialogue with a setting every single time. It's just so much more deliberate.
So what you're kind of saying is that the author, as well as the reader, has to take a lot of time and effort in order to read these novels because you have to notice every small little detail that the author deliberately put into the book so that you could read it.
Time guy, yeah.
Yeah, plus there's some really cool things the author can do in this medium that he can't in your normal, boring novel, Mr. Flash. So one thing that's cool is he can have a frame with no words in it, and it just kind of sits with you, you know? Like you kind of just refer, like it just kind of floats in. Plus when you're reading, you can see the future and everything that's going on.
Yeah,
And,
but you're already talking.
yeah, but can I go to the board?
I mean, yeah, help yourself.
Come on, man. You're so clumsy. You
Come
don't even have a power, dude.
Time out! See, it's funny. They don't think I have real power, but really, I can control time. Simon.
What the?
So I was saying the author can do real deliberate things. So when he draws a line, he can draw it real big and bold, or it can be kind of weak. Looks like we were talking about this yesterday. It's already on the board. or you can have a dashed line like this, or it's a straight line, kind of like a wavy, soft wavy one, or like a real sharp, jagged one, or kind of a curly. You can just, there's so much deliberate choices the author has to make, and it just puts in a whole nother element. That's all.
All right, time guy.
Oh man, this guy.
So you guys think that, you know, you enjoyed the earlier reads that were still complex and still added a lot to the canon, but you enjoyed this break without leaving any of the traditional novel aspects out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And so, if I was to ask you the question, would you add this book into the canon of modern American literature? Do you think that would be...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Flash agrees with me again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ken, what's up?
It's time to go again. Can we leave?
And I agree
Always
with
in a
him.
hurry. Always in a hurry.